Commodore. What a magnificent day.
The 14th of February 1966 was notable for two significant events. The first was the introduction of decimal currency, the incoming of dollars and cents and the outgoing of pounds, shillings and pence. Secondly, and more significantly, it was the date that notice was given by the Secretary of the Royal Naval Sailing Association Australia, the Australian station, and I'll read the notice. An extraordinary general meeting of the RNSA Australia will be held in the Court Martial Room, Naval Headquarters, Potts Point, Sydney on Monday, the 21st of February 1966 at 2000. Business, resolution pertaining to the formation of an association to be known as the Royal Australian Naval Sailing Association. Why it was held in the Court Martial Room, I've no idea. Why the meeting was shortly preceded by the purchase by RNSA of a starting gun at the cost of £5, I've no idea. Why it was succeeded shortly thereafter by the purchase of 5.5 hundredweight of lead ballast, I've no idea. It had nothing to do with the secession of, or the formation of RNSA and the secession from the RNSA, which, as you all know, is one of the largest sailing associations in the world and is present in every fleet and every ship and every base in the Royal Navy in the UK. What happened was there was then a meeting on the 21st of February, and it was unanimously passed that the Royal Australian Naval Sailing Association be formed. That meeting carried forward to the annual general meeting, and the first annual general meeting was held in July 1966 to ratify the decision that had earlier been made. Was passed unanimously by the 63 members present. There were then, interestingly, 240 full members and 60 junior members of the what became RANSA. The formation of RANSA was celebrated by a barbecue later in the year, and I managed to find the victualling sheet in relation to that barbecue. Let me give you some figures. Firstly and foremost, as they are recorded, obviously in order of importance, 51 gallons of claret at the princely sum of 85 cents per gallon, which equals $42.67 total. About what you can pay for a bottle in our bar now. So, cups, plates, knives, forks and cook's wages at $12. And of lesser importance, obviously, when you look at the ratio, the other expenses were 1 bottle of gin, 2 dozen beer for help. I don't know what that means. Probably to help those that were helping. And food from the wardroom, $10.70. I think the ratio is probably about right, of about 4 to 1 alcohol to food. I did some calculations. The 51 gallons is 230 litres of claret, which at today's criterion is 1,916 standard drinks. Obviously, a barbecue to celebrate the formation of RANSA was to be remembered. If you were able to, after of 1,916 drinks, mind you, there were still 2 dozen beers for the help. But I don't know what happened to them, but obviously it was a claret day. And that led to a very, very successful start to RANSA. Today, RANSA is regarded as one of the foremost small keelboat yacht clubs in Sydney, if not in Australia. We run very successful races, the Summer Twilight Series and the Winter Wednesdays and Saturdays that many of you have participated in, and members of other clubs and yachtsmen from all over Sydney participate in and enjoy our heritage tin shed. I would like to recognise the volunteers, and RANSA, apart from Jenna, who is a part-time employee, is an entirely volunteer association. And as Admiral Mayer has said, it's the people that count. Otherwise, this is just a tin shed. It's the association that we all have coming down here, working bees, working together, meeting and cooperating with everybody else, sailing against each other in fierce competition, trying to sink each other. That doesn't happen.
I don't think that's
or at least beat them in the point score is what RANSA is about. I would like to, as President has already toasted, thank our forefathers for their foresight in forming RANSA and making what it is. My old school motto was Utinam Patribus Nostris Dignic Simus. A few Latin scholars will be able to translate, oh that we may be worthy of our forefathers. Our forefathers were, in this case, and one of my very good friends, Commodore John Barbudas, was at the same school as me, and he'd be able to translate that without even thinking. Were, in this case, the members of the Naval Officers Association, who were the Australia station of the Royal Naval Sailing Association, who was present here for 20 years before RANSA was formed, and now we celebrate our 50 years of our independent existence. I hope that with fair winds and good sailing, this organisation, our members, our people, our friends, our sailors will be able to enjoy the next 50 years as we have done the past.
Yeah.